I am now in Nevern Churchyard, and this is a Celtic cross. It's really tall and beautifully carved. Apparently it's one of the best preserved ones in Wales. I know there's also one at Carew near the castle, and it dates from the 10th or 11th centuries. And this was a site of pilgrimage. I'm going to have a walk around the outside of the church, as there are supposed to be some ancient Ogham stones set into the church walls. And Ogham was a very early form of writing, made up from kind of a series of lines. Maybe around the other side. Very well kept churchyard. Lots of graves. Seems to be an upper level there. Looks very brown. See the outside of the church there. There's a very squat looking tower. It's only 2 stories. The church is dedicated to St Brynach, who came over from Ireland. He went on a pilgrimage to Rome, and apparently he also lived in Brittany for some time. That's an unusual one. Joseph Swick. The grave is of his wife. Died in San Francisco, 1933. That's a long way to come from. And here grasshoppers. So the tower is apparently Norman, and the nave is Tudor. It was restored in 1864. It's grade 2 listed. Some of it's been let to grow quite long, which is quite nice for wildlife. It's very peaceful here. It's a really warm day. I can hear a bee nest. There they are. Wow. They're quite loud. We're going to try and find which of the trees is the bleeding yew. There's a yew tree in the churchyard here, and the sap runs red all year round. Nobody knows the reason why. Very pretty little river there, with a little bridge over it. And there's a public footpath that goes along there and over the bridge. Nice. I've not been to Nevern before. The butterfly. I have picked up a leaflet, but I haven't had time to look at it yet. door to the church. I'll have a look for the bleeding ewe and then see if we can find the Ogham stones. So this one I think we found is the bleeding ewe. There's the sign. It's really, really old. If we go around the back, we should see the blood. But nobody's come up with an explanation for it. There. That is very strange. It actually does look like the tree's bleeding. It comes out of that cut and then runs all the way down the tree. It shows up quite bright on the camera. And apparently pools at the bottom there sometimes. You can see it's stained down the tree and somebody's left some lavender there. It's quite amazing. I'm not going to touch the blood, I'm not going to touch the tree. Wow. It's actually brighter than what I thought it would be. It's hundreds of years old. It's quite unique. I'm going to stop and look at my book and see if I can find where the Ogham stones are. Get a look at the outside of the church from here. So this is the Victorians stone, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's got an inscription in Ogham and Latin. I can just about make out the Latin. You can see the V. In fact, if I zoom in, you'll probably see it better. You can see it. I can't work out where the Ogham is though on it. I can only see the Latin. It's not very clear. Nobody seems to really know why it's here. They think it could be something to do with marking territory. We go around the other side. There's supposed to be a cross on the wall, which we probably missed. Somewhere around the other side of this is a consecration cross, which is a small carved cross in the wall. You can see it. I think it's here somewhere. I can't spot it. It's supposed to be in this wall somewhere. I can't actually see it. Oh, I've spotted it. Let me zoom in. It's very, very hard to see. There. So it would have been when the church was consecrated. Never heard of one of those before. Right, so go back round. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to film in here. I'll put some money in the box. This is inside St Brynach's. It's very beautiful. Show you this stained glass because the sun is coming through and it looks lovely. Stone pulpit. Beautiful stained glass. One of those eagle lecterns that I really like. Chancel's roped off, so I'm not going to go up there. You see the altar. Nice organ there. They've got an organ festival next year. I picked up a leaflet. It really is lovely. Quite a few monuments. Here's the Ogham writing. I don't know how clearly it shows up. There's the thing that tells you how it works. It's very ancient. You can see marks on the stone. Fascinating. I don't know how you read it. At least I found it. There's a stained glass of St Cecilia playing the organ, but I haven't managed to find it. Possibly we can't get to it because it's closed off. You can see the entrance to the bell tower. There's a picture on the screens that shows you what's inside. There we are. You can see what's inside the bell tower on those screens. There's the font. This is the font from when the church was rebuilt. And then behind it is the original font. I can't imagine how old and how many people were baptised here. Right, I'm going to take a look back outside. The guidebook points you to this unusual gravestone. The children of Reverend D. Griffiths, the vicar. In case you can't read it, it says in the book, they tasted of life's bitter cup, refused to drink the potion up, but turned their little heads aside, disgusted with the taste, and died. They died in their infancy, 1794, and also the Reverend Griffiths, his wife, and the daughter are here too. And some of these enclosed graves. It's an interesting place. And up here is a sundial. I'm trying to move, there's flying insects and bees here everywhere. Here's a sundial. You can't go in that one, it's sealed. And a nice view of the church. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tour around St Brynach, Nevern. And it's time to make a move. And see you again soon. Bye.